asking myself this question for a while now, which is, when I am observing others, what has to happen or take place in order for me to relabel the individual from target to abuser? What needs to happen? What is the event or the action or the words that need to occur in order for a target to transition into the abuser? Is there a specific event that has to take place for that transition to happen? Is there a universal action that happens? Or is that transition subjective? Does it vary from individual to individual, from situation to situation? Therefore, each of us has to decide on our own. It's an interesting question. Maybe there isn't a universal answer to that question. I don't know. Let me give you an example. Let's say Bob is really upset because his ex-girlfriend Tina is a raging, histrionic narcissist, and he wants to let people know that she is a cheater, a liar, just a nasty individual. And Bob tells us that he is going to make a sign that says Tina is a jerk, and he's going to stand on her street corner flashing his sign all day long so that everyone in her neighborhood knows that she's a jerk. Well, as Bob's friend, we might say, wow, Bob, I don't recommend you do that, but hey, it's your life and that's your choice. We're your friends. We support your decision to do that. So Bob spends the day doing that, and we meet up with him, let's say, for dinner that night. And we're all sitting at the table kind of laughing about it, and we're thinking,
oh my gosh, Bob, that took some balls.
Well, let's say Bob then goes back a second day and stands on her street corner with a sign that says Tina is a jerk. Well, let's say he goes back a third day and a fourth day and a fifth day, and let's say he spends the entire week from 9 to 5 on Tina's street corner with a sign. When does Bob transition from former target of abuse to full-on abuser? You can see how this is pretty subjective. Some people might say the second day he went back with that sign and stood there all day, he has now transitioned to being abusive. Other people might say it's going to take a month before I view him as an abuser. Other people, 6 months. Some people might say he can stand on that corner for 365 days, but then after that, he is harassing that girl.
Harassing that girl.
Everyone is going to have a different timeline. At what point does the self-expression transition into harassment? It's really an interesting question. For myself personally, I just don't know. It really depends on the people involved, the circumstances. I can't come up with a simple answer to my question. When does Bob transition from former victim of abuse to full-on abuser? If you'd like to share your opinion, I would love to hear it. Please let me know what you think, because I'm still figuring this out. As always, stay strong and get toxic people out of your life.